Hello friends, welcome to my YouTube channel. So today I have come up with one of the most frequently used query in SQL Server for any business use cases. So it is a pivot query in SQL Server. So basically what happens, suppose this is a table. Okay, so in this table there are four columns: sales ID, product category, sales date, and sales amount. So suppose a manager wants to identify that what is a seasonal trend of a specific product category in last 4 quarters. Okay, so now he wants to understand that what is the performance of this sales of this product category over last 4 quarters. So in this case, this is a simple business context, and you need to write the some SQL query to fire, and in such a way that you get all this response in this format called clothing, electronics, homemade goods. Okay, home goods. In quarter one, this amount 2, 3, 4, and yearly total. So business user has to understand this requirement, how he can translate this tabular requirement into the business query. Okay, so sales manager has asked to prepare this kind of table, year on year table. What is the performance like for clothing in quarter one, what is the sales, quarter 2, 3, 4, and yearly total, how much is sales. So this is a kind of a practical business scenario where you need to use the pivot query in any SQL, based ID. Say for example, SQL Server, Postgres, or MySQL. Doesn't matter what is it. Okay, so let us understand in a practical way. So I will take you through this as SQL Server. I am using Microsoft SQL Server for my query firing. So I have created one sample table called sales table. Okay, let us see how it looks like. Okay, so here you can see it looks like in a similar trend like product categories, sales date, sales amount. Okay, so let me go to the total records. Yeah, so total 15 records are there. So here dates are given. So you mean a quarter, in the sense there would be some 3 months. Okay, so in 1 year there would be 4 quarters. Okay, so this is a point of context which we need to remember. Now our objective is to get this kind of detail: product categories, quarter 1, quarter 3, and yearly. Okay, so that means whatever the records which are in a row. Okay, you can see these are a row. Okay, and if you check the distinct, there would be 3 distinct product categories. So you want to convert this row into this sales amount into column, and you want to give a new name: quarter 1, quarter 2, quarter 3, quarter 4. Okay, instead of this sales date. So let us see how you can achieve this objective. So in order to achieve this objective, what we first need to do, first I would start with the inner query. Okay, select from sales table. Okay, so what I need, I need first product categories. Okay, second I need a quarter. So first of all I need to convert the sales date into quarter. Okay, so in order to do that, I will write a SQL code in this way. This would be cast date part. So I will use a date part function. So what it do, it convert the date into the quarter and sales date. Okay, so I will cast as a varchar, and I will give the name as a quarter. Okay, so I will convert the sales date into the quarter. Then next would be my sales amount. Yeah, so if I run this query, if I fire this query, you can see instead of that it will be converted into the quarter. Okay, now my objective is this quarter, this row should be in a columnar form. It should be converted into the column, and the intersecting value should be sales amount. Okay, let us do that. So first of all, what I will do, I will give as a name as a pivot table as a source table, not pivot table, source table. Okay, and I will put up here select from, so it will fetch all this data from this subqueries. Okay, now this becomes source table, and now I need to put a pivot query, so I need to use pivot function, write a pivot, then close the bracket and pivot table. Okay, now the game will start here. So what I want to do in the pivot, I want to do a summation. Okay, so sum of what? Sum of sales amount, okay, for what? For quarter. This column is a quarter in what? Now you need to give this individual distinct value of the row in square bracket. So how many unique records are there? 4. Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4. So right here Q1, then Q2, okay, then Q3, then Q4. Okay, got it. So this will become your quarter. Great. So now this is done. Now since this 4 will be your pivot, you also need to define okay, you need to define this Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4 as a you can say column. Okay, so here I will define it product category. Okay, yeah, next I will use a is null function, is null constraint. So is null in bracket Q1, and if it is null then 0 as a quarter 1. Yeah, so similar way I will define the same for quarter 2, quarter 3 and quarter 4. Okay, Q2, Q3 and Q4. Yeah, so this becomes 4 column. Now I want the summation of this 4 quarter in the end, last value. Okay, so what I will do, I will first copy this 4 alone. Okay, so I will simply copy it and I will then do a simple summation. Okay, simple summation, so it will solve my purpose. I want a total year, total quarter, okay, yearly, so it will give me a sum as a yearly total. Okay, so I have defined my matrix. Now I will fire a query. Okay, I'll fire a query, and here you can see I got a beautifully output called product category. This is a product category. Okay, Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4. This Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4 we have taken it from this pivot definition which we have defined. Suppose here there are Q5s. Okay, so you need to define here as a 5, and most important thing is this concatenation as well as date part function. Okay, so here you got quarter one's clothing sales amount is 6,000, then again 41,000, and all together it is 19,200. So this business matrix, business you can say output is expected by the sales manager. Okay, so as a data analyst or data professional or data scientist, you have to convert the logical business information into the different parts and convert into the business queries, SQL queries. So it will give you the output and the business report which any sales manager wants. I hope you like this video, and if you have any question, feel free to ask in the comment section. Thank you very much for watching this video.